Hi team, Marco here. Quick and dirty. This Xbox controller is busted. The sticks don't work right. We're gonna fix it. Let's do it.
Alright everybody, here you can see the stick drift on the controller. It's pretty easy to get going. In fact, it happens all the time when I'm playing. It's pretty much a nuisance. Here it is just on speed mode, just cycling through stuff that I did not ask it to do. Very annoying. So let's get started. Here's the parts from AliExpress. You got a couple of new potentiometers with the XY axis so that the sticks work. That's how it works. It's nice that it came with the screwdrivers I need. Here we turn on this bad boy. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get this controller in. We're gonna have to take it apart. There's my handy metal tray that I made. And a guitar pick works best. I have those spudgers. They don't work so well, but the guitar pick worked pretty well to get these covers off. Wrong screwdriver. Here's the right screwdriver. Let's get started. There are 5 screws in total, and then the cover can come off. And you can see there are 2 boards connected with some pins and headers. They have 2 screws if you want to separate them. And here you go. I kind of like this design because in other controllers, the buttons all fall out if you take it apart the wrong way. So you have to take off these plastic sticks. And now the only job is to remove the old potentiometers. And that's a little bit tedious. I use some solder wick to suck up the solder on the pins for the sticks, the potentiometers. Sadly, I didn't have a nice close-up video of this, so I won't dwell on this because it's not very informative or fun. And here is me just taking it off to see where we're at. And we see I did a pretty good job of removing all that solder because it just kind of came out. So that's nice. And here, this is the new part. I'm just bending the pins so that they go in straight. You put it back. And then here's the fun part, actually applying the solder, right? So the stick stuck in pretty good, so I didn't have to worry about it falling out or being installed on an angle. It was pretty firmly in there mechanically. So all the solder's done. That stick is done, and now we work on the other one, for which I did get some close-up footage. So let's see what that looks like. Here we are. Since I'm applying solder, that means this is the new stick that's gone in. Yep, this is the funnest part. There are 2 potentiometers and 1 tactile switch in this setup. For when you click the button down, it depresses the switch. And then I think there are 4 pins that are just for structure and ground, perhaps. For some reason, the smoke from the flux of the solder just goes straight into my eye. But I can tell by the price tag, $6.99, that this is an old roll of solder from probably about 25 years ago. And both of the new sticks are in, so I'm putting it back together. Here we go. Put in those motors, which always fall out and sometimes break a connection. That's the wireless antenna and a little guard. And we'll put the 2 screws in to keep the 2 boards together and fixed to the chassis. But then I realize at this point I should probably test it before putting it together fully. You always want to test and fail as early as possible. So here I'm just putting 1 screw in the center. Then we'll put some batteries in there and test it. Hold on, everybody, hold on, let's test it. That's what I'm thinking. So it's 90% assembled at this point, which is, the minimum you can go, I guess. And then here you can see it's working great. So I was very pleased to have this. That's great. Thumbs up, all good. So now that the test is successful, we can put it together with confidence. And that's the job complete. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.